restoring a Honda PC50 under the watchful eye of my lovely hubby, who goes by the pseudonym of Too Old to Die Young.
That's me!
Well, I'm a complete beginner at this, but my hubby seems to think I know all the tools he uses when he works on his bikes. Duh! I know what a screwdriver is and I know what a spanner is. He suggested that I use metric pliers and a left-handed screwdriver. Thinks he's being funny. He's not. The idea of this video is to show the basic tools that I'll be using, because I didn't realise that there were so many variants. So, let's start with the screwdrivers. First of all, we have the flat or slot screwdriver, and then we have the crosshead screwdrivers. Now, I thought there was just one crosshead screwdriver, but apparently there are loads of them. The main ones are Phillips and Posi-Drive. Now, not a lot of people know this, but there is also this one, which is the Japanese industry standard. That's why you see so many damaged screws on Japanese motorbikes, because people may not be using this screwdriver, which fits in perfectly, whereas the other types slip out and damage the screw. And finally, we have specialist screwdrivers such as this one, which is a super long one. I will be using standard pliers, which come in various sizes, and long nose pliers, which also come in various sizes. We also have specialist pliers, but I probably won't be needing these this time. The main spanners are either open-ended spanners or ring spanners, but these are combination spanners, best of both worlds, open-ended and rings. But it's more complicated than that, because there are lots of different sizes within lots of different systems. Well, for the bikes that we've got, we tend to use Whitworths and AF, which are American Fine, which is a bit ironic really, because we're using them on British bikes. But the ones I'll be using on the Honda are all metric. Now, this one has a ring and an open, but slightly different shape there, which helps when you need to get into tight spaces. And this one has a ratchet because it's much quicker for getting them out. And finally, if none of the other spanners fit, this is an adjustable spanner.
Is that a metric adjustable or an imperial adjustable? She's going to slap me now.
So I'm going to slap you. These come from our socket set, and like spanners, you get them in imperial or metric, and you get them in various lengths and lots of sizes in between. And this is the extension bar. To use these sockets, you either use a breaker bar or a ratchet handle. Right, this switch you select for either tightening or loosening, and this particular ratchet you need to press the button to release and to put on the socket.
We have a variety of breaker bars and ratchets from 1/4 inch drive. This black one is actually a 3/8 drive, and the silver one a 1/2 inch drive, which is usually used on the bigger sockets for bigger nuts. But you can get adapters to interchange between the two. We mainly use these two, the 3/8 and the 1/2 inch drives. Really, you should use the breaker to get the nuts undone, and use the ratchets to rattle the nut up or down the thread. If you use the ratchet, there's a good chance you'll break it, and you do find a lot of broken ratchets.
this is exactly the same as the other one I showed you, where you need to press the button in and out to get the socket on and off, but in this case, instead of a slider bar, this is the adjuster. These are Allen keys, metric set and imperial set, so I won't be using them. And these are also Allen keys, but they've got stars on the end of them. Graham, what are those for?
Well, they're not actually Allen keys. A lot of modern vehicles use these star drives or torque drives, and I think they were introduced so that your average Joe in the street can't start taking bits off cars. But I've got a set, because if we work on some of the more modern cars, you need these. And I've also got a full set of torque ones. The Allen keys that Tina was showing you, where have they gone? Here. You can also get those that fit into sockets, and I have a set of those, but again, I don't think we'll be using them on this bike. And these are, well, we call them drifts in the UK, or punches, although they don't have an end on, they're just a flat end. They don't have a sort of like a spike on for a typical punch. We're using on things like wheel spindles and some of the tighter bolts. And to use them, we will be using a Manchester spanner.
Another type of spanner?
Ah, yeah, it's a colloquial term for a hammer.
Oh. Well, there you go. Who would have known there were so many tools that you need to use on one tiny little motorbike? Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully see you in the next one. Suggested using left-handed screwdriver, a metallic, for instance. He suggested using metallic, for instance. He suggested using metric pliers. Oh.
That was take 106.
Oh.